Hello, good people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, thank you for being with me. Welcome back. So this is the March 2025 reading for my personal year number 5s. Okay. If you do not know what your personal year energy is or your number, and you want to figure out how to calculate it, there's a calculation in the description box. All you have to do is add your birth month, your birthday, and the current year, which is 2025, all those digits up, reduce it down to one single digit between 1 and 9, and then that's the number that you're in, your personal year number. So if you are a personal year number 5, this is your video. Welcome. Let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you the forecast for March, collective energy, the universal 3-month, out of my Essence of Benevolence wall calendar. This is your numerology guide to success. You can see it. It's hanging up right here. It's this glossy version, so you can't see you see the glare. But I'm going to read that to you. It has month by month energy reads. And if you want to get your calendar, you can still get it. It is in the link in the description box. It's called the Essence of Benevolence wall calendar. So let's get started. All right. So for March 2025, we are in a universal 3-month. Okay. So the forecast says, February called for a period of reflection and patience, while March ushers in opportunities and creativity, highlighting our spiritual connections. Many possibilities are set to emerge this month. However, it's essential to remain aware of the collective energy and recognize the role we play within it. March offers a chance to connect with our hearts and exercise our discernment as we move forward. While the path ahead may not be entirely clear, we can find solace in the fact that as long as we listen to our hearts and instincts, we can't go wrong. Expect numerous changes and opportunities to learn from one another, making this the ideal time to transform fear and worry into wonder and curiosity. This month can feel lighter if we focus on our individual journeys rather than letting the collective energy dictate our direction. Please keep that in mind as we move forward. To infuse more benevolence into your life, the Universal 3-month invites you to reflect on the question, what decisions would you make if you knew you couldn't F it up? So that is the forecast for March 2025 for the collective energy of the Universal 3-month, okay? So with that being said, please be mindful that this energy is going to play a role in how this reading looks right now for you. Now, you're a personal year 5, which means this month for you is a personal month 8. So you're in an 8 energy, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what the 8 energy holds for you this month, and then we're going to get into a little bit more reading. We'll pull some cards, look into the energy a little bit deeper, see what's coming up for you, and we'll move on from there. Okay, so the 8 energy. So 8 is the number of abundance, manifestation, karma, karmic lessons in a sense. It's about being the CEO of your life. It is a number that not only requires like wisdom and independence, but it is a number that's like spirit that collides and brings together spiritual wisdom and independence. And 8 is that number that if you really are trying to start something, or if you're trying to stand up in your own world and your own life, like this is a number that you're going to be able to kind of embrace that energy in. The energy itself is very high with an 8. 8 is a very high spiritual number. You can think of it as like a double 4. So the energy of the 4 energy can be like very foundational, very action oriented, and is very physical, like physically actively doing things. But then the 8 kind of brings that spiritual component to it. So the 8 will always have that action oriented energy along with that spiritual wisdom. And so making like different decisions and taking risk in your life. 8 is a risky number. But with great, and people think like 8 is the number of money and like, yeah, money, 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 money. What people will get confused with the 8 is that it's not just about how you manifest money and how you can attract money, but you can also lose money. You can also take really, really miscalculated risk if you don't take into consideration the energy that you're in at that moment. So it is very risky, but it's like there's reward with the risk, and then you can also lose with the risk as well too. So there's always positive and negatives to the energy because I mean that's just kind of how the world works. So with 8, if you are, I mean, it's the number of karma as well. So infinite opportunities is 8, but karmic cycles is 8 as well too. So paying attention to some of the karmic cycles that are coming up, or some of the belief systems that you're having, or some of the things that you may be experiencing in your life at this moment that could relate to karma, will show up during this month because that's what the 8 does. Now, it's a higher energy, so when it does come around, like you find yourself very inspired or very like what I would say, like very inspired, very keen to really pushing for different goals and creating new goals and new projects and whatnot. So last month was the 7 month for you. So you probably were going through a lot of reflection, internalization, introspection. And so now that you're in the 8 energy, you're like, okay, I went through the internal shifting and the internal reflection of my own emotions and what I was going through. And now this month, I actually really want to come out and start with doing some projects or start working on some things and be in that higher energy. That's what the 8 brings. It's a beautiful thing to experience. I love how the numbers work in that sense. So with that being said, you have that. Now, we're going to get into some of the messages here. Before we hop into the messages, I do want to say that if you're a dreamer, if you are a dreamer or someone who wants to look more into your dreams and understand your dreams a lot more, my Dream Warrior coaching program is starting in April. This is the second cohort, and I'm really excited because I really feel like there's going to be a lot of insight that people are going to get from this group. If you're looking to transform your life through the alchemy and healing of your dreams, this is literally the program for you. It's a 6-week program. You're getting items that I will be sending out to you personally to ensure that you have a great experience and you have all the tools that I have had and generated throughout the years of working in dreams and interpreting dreams and activating dreams. You're going to get those tools, and it's going to be an amazing experience. It's literally changed so many lives already. So yeah, if you're interested in doing that, click the link in the description box and go to Dream Warrior Coaching. This is group coaching. You can also have individual coaching, but like the group coaching is very transformative, and that container is very amazing. So I'm excited. It's about to be a whole thing. So if you're looking into finding more information about that, you can go to queenswillitdreams.com/Dream Warrior Coaching. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what the personal year 5 energy is having for you. Be mindful. Remember to focus. There's like a focus thing here. I'm gonna look into it. It's like they're calling energy into focus. Focus. Okay. All right. Let's see what's up with y'all. Let's see. For the personal year 5's, personal month 8 energy, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Oh, okay. Wait a minute now. Here we go. All right. Okay. So I have 4 here for you. Let's look into this. The first card that came up was the music card. Number 32, music. So here's the thing. This is what I am going to say around this. 32, when the music card comes out, it's like talking about how you can kind of like alchemize your life through the art or through music in general, or like even through healing or healing through music, and how music and raising your frequency, raising your vibration is actually very prominent. Check your February readings, and maybe even the mid-month readings. I think music came up for the person on your fives as well too. So the thing is, music may be something that is like very evident for you right now. So if you are looking at starting new things or trying to get into the frequency, that's what they're saying, vibrating at the frequency you need to be at in order to attract more of those opportunities and doors that are opening. Music can really help you, or doing sound baths, or just like really listening to binaural beats, all of these different things. So music also calls attention to like bringing in a lot more healing and also more fun in your life. But the 32 energy, 3 being the universal month that we're in right now, and 2 being a number of like partnerships and intuition and feelings, and the combination of it means that there's a need to bring balance into your creative energies and the spiritual energies that you're in right now. This is more of a frequency vibrational thing. So if you are looking into raising your vibrations, like music is a big thing. I know for me personally, like listening to different songs that have like really positive affirmations in it, and just being in that space, like you can really start elevating yourself in that energy, and you can open doors because you're telling your mind something that we don't realize how music really plays a role in how we even think about ourselves, you know? So there's that. And then also I'm getting for a group of people like musicians, saying musicians, as in the people who are listening, they may be musicians or playing into learning about more music or something of that sort. That's interesting. Okay, and then the second card that came up, okay, wait, I'll get to that in a sec. Second card that came up was the number 4, which is perseverance. It's the perseverance card. So anytime this card comes up, and the way that it came up right now is that, you know, right now this could be a hard time. It could be a difficult moment right now. I'm not sure if everybody's experiencing this energy. However, it does feel that there is a lot that you've been carrying and a lot that has been going on. And the perseverance card comes up as a reminder that you are going to persevere if not already persevered through that 7 energy. Now, I say this because the seven energy isn't always the easiest energy to go through. So the beginning of the month of March is that type of energy where you may be experiencing some hardships. You may be experiencing like being overwhelmed or feeling very tired. And because that 7 energy is still kind of lingering, however, we are in the 8 energy. So you're going to feel this like high active energy and maybe feeling like, okay, there's a lot going on, but I don't know how to actually manage it, or I don't know how to move through that. They're saying like, keep doing what you're doing. That's what they're saying. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Please take the messages as they resonate. Let me know if they do. But they're like, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to persevere. You're going to make it through. But they're also saying with this energy right now, because like what I am seeing is that with the energy right now, you may feel like, okay, I'm pooped, but that affects like what you're putting in. Because this is an 8 month, and it is about karma. It's about infinite opportunities, but it's about what you put in is what you get out. Okay? What you put in is what you get out. So that goes to the next card, which is the number 13, which is effort. 1 and 3 equals 4. Because like if you look at the music card, you got 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. You're in a personal year 5 energy. You got the number 4, perseverance. You got number 13, which is effort. 1 plus 3 is 4. And that's like what they're asking you to do. In order for them to, spirit and guides, whoever your higher power is, in order for them to support you in what it is that you're trying to manifest, which is this is a good month to manifest in a sense. they're asking you to put in more effort. And the effort that you put in is what you're going to get out. You have to meet them halfway. So whatever it is that you were trying to do, and I do feel like some people are just kind of feeling overwhelmed because they're like people are needing more energy from them, or they're needing more support, and there's like a lot of stuff that's happening outside world, externally, that you kind of forget about yourself sometimes. So like if you decide that you want something to happen, set it in stone, but put the effort into doing it. The effort card is more so just like keep doing what you're doing, but put a little bit more into yourself. Invest in yourself. Show up for yourself. And then that way you're able to, manifest the things that you're trying to manifest. You're trying, like, whatever goal and project that you have, the 8 energy is actually going to support you in like pursuing that. However, this is a test of commitment to yourself and how you're going to show up for yourself during this time. What cycles are starting to show up that kind of have been blockages in the past that you are like, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to keep putting in the effort. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing these things. Okay. And that will lead you to the number 1, which is new beginnings. And that is exactly what I love to see at the end of something like this reading, is because it shows that, there's a way that you, like, once you keep going, because it feels like you're just like, I'm just going in circles, blah, blah, blah. But there's opportunities that are coming. There are opportunities that are coming. There are things that are going to be showing up. I keep getting showing up at your door. There's things that are going to be showing up at your door, but how you show up for yourself is the same way that the universe can show up for you in that sense. So the doors that are opening, the things that are showing up at your door, the new beginnings that are coming in that are really starting to show up for themselves and to present itself to you is what you're going to need to focus on. Okay. Whatever goal it is that you have, they're saying you're doing the good work. You're doing the good work. They just want you to keep going. Persevere, put in effort. I mean, these 2 cards coming out together is extremely important because it's like, I just feel that you're tired. I feel that you're just like, I don't know if I can keep doing this, or, that energy of the 7 is still lingering around because 7 does that sometimes. But the 8 energy is present in your life right now. And you're in a personal year 5. So it is one of those years of change, and things are going to be changing this month, next month, the month after that, even the month after that. So within the next 4 months, they just keep saying like there's just going to be a progression of things happening. So there's a new shift and a new experience that's about to take place, especially closer to the end of the month, where it's an opportunity that you were feeling. I mean, it feels really good. It feels like a really good opportunity in that sense. I would highly recommend making note of this right now and making note that, right, because this energy is different than the other energies that I've been picking up on, where it's like other readings, I'm like, there's some things about like pushing or having patience and stuff. But this one is like, no, whatever it is you're doing right now, keep doing it. And do more of it in that sense. Like whenever you feeling like you're broken down or you're tired or this and that, it's pay attention to your health, pay attention to yourself and like how you're taking care of yourself, but don't stop doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're here for a reason. You have a purpose. You have like, I don't care what it is. You still have something that you need to do. So keep pushing and just know that your effort and your work and like what you're experiencing in your life and what you are calling into your life is your deed to the universe and asking them to meet you halfway in that sense. And that's really what it is. You got to meet the universe halfway in order to get this new beginning that's about to come about. And whatever it is that you manifested over years or months that's showing up in this new beginning is because you put in the effort. Okay? You put in the effort, you persevered, and you are keeping your vibrations high through avenues such as music. Okay? It may even have something to do with music. So keep that in mind, okay? It just feels like lots of shifting, lots of changing, and lots of new opportunities that are coming up. So pay attention to that. let's see. Let's get one last message with the Unshakable Peace deck for my personal year number 5. Whoa. Okay, maybe 2 messages. Maybe 2 messages. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Okay, so the first card that came out was the number 28. Don't run from the darkness. Embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? Woo! Look at that. Number 28. So when this card comes out, this obviously is more of like the shadow work of the work that needs to be done, okay? When it comes to this, and how I'm seeing it is more like there's some fears here of like, there's fears around greatness. And what I'm getting, for some people it may resonate differently, but it feels like fear of greatness or fear of like perfectionism, or like, because we all know like perfectionism is not something that it's just another way of saying like you're afraid of success or you're fearful of what could be in that sense. And so instead of procrastination, there's perfectionism, which leads to, like it leads to all of it. And it's just, that's one of those things. But what happens is that there's an aspect of yourself that needs to be addressed in order to receive this new beginning here, which means you do need to put in a lot of the work and the effort, and the perseverance comes from like tapping into your aspect of your shadow self. Okay. So whatever it is that has been blocking you mentally, emotionally from feeling like you can do whatever it is that you're trying to do, because I do feel like there's like a project or there's something that's happening, and like there's like your mind, this is what I'm seeing. Your mind has been conditioned to believe certain things. So when there's a belief that has manifested physically, such as I'm never going to have enough time, I shouldn't do this, I don't have enough money to do this, or I don't have enough space to do this. There's things that start to manifest in your life that reflect the self-fulfilling prophecy that you're having in your head. And so what they're asking is like to address this aspect of yourself so that you're not blocking this new beginning that's coming out towards the end of this month. Okay. Now, I mean, a lot of it, what I get for real, is that there's like a fear of success, a fear of like, what if I launch this and like people don't like it, or people don't, it feels like anxiety. Yeah, it feels like anxiety. I don't know. I think at this point is really more so about like facing the fact that you are very much a great person and you deserve to have the things that you wish and dream of. And in order for you to get there, you're actually going to have to put in some work, which means you do have to address yourself and the karmic lessons that come with it and the karmic beliefs that you have acquired in this lifetime that may be holding you back. Okay. And then the second card that came out was the number 44. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then it says, come together. We need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? Now, I am going to say this has showed up in a few readings actually so far. So this is something that maybe we are in a space that is not, we're trying to isolate ourselves. We're trying to be like, pushing away or separating ourselves or maybe being a little bit judgmental around how people are doing things because, you may be in that same realm or same field, and maybe it's judgment on yourself, or maybe it's judgment on other people. But this is a card that represents like the fact that you need your community. The 3 energy for this universal month is an energy where it supports people connecting with others. It supports us coming together in that sense. And so for us to feel like we have to separate ourselves, or we have to feel like we should be doing our own thing, it is important to do your own thing and put in your own work. But this world is too big for us to do it alone. And like, when I say do it alone, I mean like processing, needing help. Like there's so many things we can learn from each other, So So we do need to come together. We do need to like, we need each other in general. Okay. So yeah, pay attention to where you've been separating yourself from the world or pushing against other people, you know? So that is the message for today. I do feel that overall, it feels overall in energy that there is opportunity to really connect and think about those connections that you've built in the past year and see how those things start to flourish a little bit. Okay. So you'll start seeing a little bit of that. The connections you've made in the past may start to flourish a little bit as far as like new opportunities, maybe even some collaborations coming through. So yeah. Other than that, I think that would be the message for you today. If you enjoyed this message and you really vibe with me and whatnot, you like it, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Comment, let me know what you think. Also, if you're interested in the Dream Warrior coaching program, go ahead and click the link in the description box. If you want a personal session with me, go ahead and look at the Psychic Transformation sessions in the link in the description box, or you can visit queenswillitdreams.com and book you a session because they are available and open at this moment. So if you want to go deeper, let me know. And I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing March. And check in with me. Let me know how this helps you and let me know how your March has been so far. So thank you again, and I will see you on the next video.